Welcome, folks. My name is Favo, and welcome to Nieghbors Talking Sports, coming to you from the galleries and porches of Belmont, Trinidad.
Yes, my brothers. Yes, people. Nieghbors Talking Sports here again. We are so glad that we are back again with you all. My name is Raj, and today we want to celebrate a great victory and a great final by the Germans. Fantastic performance, winning the game by a great goal by Mario Götze. I believe he's a special talent. Fabo, what you thought about the final, my brother?
Most of I must eat some humble pie. I predicted Argentina will win due to the individual talent.
Sorry about that. People, I gotta eat some humble pie also. I predicted Argentina would have won the game based on the individual talent of Lionel Messi and Di Maria. I think that was a big loss in the game. Yeah. With Di Maria in the game, he would have taken some of the pressure off of the German machinery, which was a well-oiled machine.
But I must say, both teams would have won within 90 minutes.
Definitely.
Also in extra time. Argentina can't fall nobody but themselves because they had two clear-cut chances to have scored. And of course Palacio, but at the end of the day, the better team won.
I think
the best team in the tournament won.
Definitely.
So kudos to Germany.
Basically, full respect to West Germany and winning. I thought it was one of the best finals since 1980. I even thought the incumbent Pope might have prayed for us, for Argentina to win. But at the end of the day, folks, we are not God. We can't predict everything. And I believe the best team in the tournament won. Did you think in the tournament that Lionel Messi, because we know for Barcelona, he is so outstanding, and there are a lot of people, did you think he reached the heights in this World Cup where people will not say he only plays in a Barcelona jersey?
No, I think the accusation levied at Messi was unfair because he adjusted his position for the betterment of the team.
Definitely. So he plays a different role for Barca
than for Argentina. The chances Higuaín got, or even Palacio, he normally be the end of those chances.
Definitely.
If he was playing at the centre forward.
He was playing in a more midfield role.
A deeper role to do the creative work. And with the loss of Di Maria, it took even more burden on him
to do the creative
work. So,
of the team.
But I think the criticism should be over. He represented his country his best, but just couldn't bring it home.
So yes, you have Messi down with the all-time greats. Only lost in the final. Just like Johan Cruyff and Puskás, and they're considered all-time greats, right? So okay, Messi's all-time great for you.
Yes, I agree.
Right. Just after Maras and Pele.
No problem.
Okay, definitely. Moment to remember, my brother, from this World Cup.
For me, definitely James Rodriguez, or James Rodriguez, as they say in Colombia.
Okay.
The dribble he put down against Japanese defender.
Okay, definitely. So that goal for you
and trip him, of course.
The goal of the tournament. You put it.
No, the best goal he scored was the.
But that is the moment you remember.
Yeah, for me. That and Mascherano. That and Mascherano's tackle against Robin to put Argentina in the final.
And
definitely.
That was late in the game.
Late in the game, definitely.
So
what's yours, Raj?
Basically, Fabian, definitely I'll never forget the debacle of Belo Horizonte. I can never forget that. I can lift 100 folks. I will never forget that. So that 7-1 debacle.
It left a scar.
It left a scar on me, and it showed me that in sports, anything can happen. Also, the gap has totally closed. You understand? And it looks like it has widened in Brazil comparative to Germany because we are so far behind these teams. Anyhow, we'll get to that.
So that debacle and anything else?
Yes, definitely. I'm dealing with one off the field. Looking at the young children, how passionate and patriotic, and all the fans and the tears for their teams, Fabian, it laid an impression on me. As a matter of fact, I was in a very somber mood, watching a lot of the children. It brought tears to my eyes also, my brother, because I'm a very passionate guy, as you know. And I love to see people support their team with their heart.
Especially children.
Especially children. So that was one of the moments I will always remember.
But although that happened in Brazil, it also happened in Trinidad. I saw a movie where the young children was crying. So I hope they could take that.
You're talking about the fans all around the world were crying.
Yeah. In Trinidad, so definitely.
All around the world, people are crying. But I'm just saying there was a young child, I don't know if you remember in the Brazilian game. And that image of this,
in the cup.
And crying. And it, I felt so emotional, my brother. So those were,
But I just hope that the young Trinidad fans could see the type of passion the young people in the world has for football.
No, my brother, we spoke about this World Cup and the passion, but 1989, November the 19th, I will tell you something. I cried, right? So there is passion, and I believe soccer is the most passionate sport in the world. That's what makes the World Cup the greatest sporting event.
No, well. And there was a breakout and spectacular performances in the World Cup.
Definitely.
So which player you think gonna eat up food?
Oh wow!
By getting the most money.
Like Scrooge,
from a team.
Like Scrooge McDuck. Okay, my brother. So we dealing with the man will be the breakout player that everybody's gonna run down. The next man is gonna get big money transfer. Well, a lot of people were talking about your player, Rodriguez, and there's a word out with Real Madrid, but you were explaining to me there's some discrepancies.
Well, the price quoted by Monaco is
80 million.
80 million. So, you know, Real have a way to eventually find it.
Do you think he's good? I mean, Joel Campbell is a good player. I think Wenger would bring him back. Navas looked great. The young man from Levante. Right? He's Costa Rican.
Bayern looking to get him. So.
Right? Your boy Paul Pogba was a young player of the tournament. But to single out that one player, I think James Rodriguez, because Neymar is playing with your team. Right? This young man also, the left back, Rojo. I'm seeing a lot of teams running down Rojo. You know, I think Ochoa.
The most food,
the most food, but the big talk is your boy James Rodriguez, my brother. He's getting all the big up.
So either he goes to a bigger club or get an improved contract by Monaco.
I believe he will leave Monaco.
Okay.
Right? I think he was a player.
I only feel you saying that because your team, Real Madrid, want to buy him.
No. It have nothing to do. I'm thinking outside the box here now. I'm looking at the young man scoring 6 goals, and prior to the World Cup, his name was mentioned more than Messi, Neymar, or Cristiano Ronaldo. Or not even Rooney. Right? So respect to him. I don't know if he's going to be the man to eat the most food. Right?
Close.
Definitely is one of the players will eat if half of the food and somebody.
We must come to the best segment of the show.
Oh, the bandwagoners, Fabian. And you know we are not that. We don't jump.
No.
You are Spain, I am Brazil. I took my licks like a man.
But the frequent flyer miles definitely will go in the German bandwagon.
Definitely. A lot of Germans now supporting, people in Trinidad supporting Germany, right? Who has no history of Germany and have never supported Germany.
Kind of the language.
Right, they have no, my brother, Trinidad may have the most bandwagoners in the history of bandwagoners. Am I wrong or am I right?
No, you're right. No, but definitely Germany, they're back on full.
But they control that weight.
Okay.
Right? You understand?
They're mentally strong.
They're mentally strong and they have good programs in place and everything. Germany, they're well coached. These people, I put this song down to a science, my brother. You know that they work towards plans. And every time, like you say, is that whatever it is, they know what they're about and they look at how far they reach during whatever period of time. So respect, these people are very proactive, my brother. This is not a third world country. This is a first world country. And you know that their football IQ is one of the highest in the world. So at the end of the day, I'm glad they're going to tote weight. Right? I'm praying that weight and can show Germany clean off.
All right. Fully agree. Germany bandwagon.
Because Brazil, prior to the World Cup, tote the most weight. After the 7, I didn't see a Brazilian jersey, right? Except mine. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, the bandwagoners, please people support your team. Stop jumping ship to ship, right? Be patriotic. I don't care whoever it is. Support your team, right?
So let's look at the team who lost the final. So they had, of course, they had a nucleus of players who are between the age of 26 and 30.
Right.
So in the next 4 years, of course, they will be past their best per se.
Well, per se, people believe over 30 is past their best. But each individual is different.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
What I would say...
For the best player in the world currently will be 31.
He'll be 31, which to me is not that old. He may not be the best player in the world at that time. Yeah. But right now, for the past, I would say 5-6 years, for me, he's the best player in the world.
So do you think people should support Argentina again for the next World Cup? Or is it just...
Brother, if Argentina is your team, who you support your team. Right? The Brazilian World Cup is over. Wow. Where does Brazil go from here? There's Olympics in 2 years' time, which Brazil will also be hosting. And that is the one trophy that has eluded Brazil, which is our Olympic goal in soccer.
But what I must say, Raj, if it's one team that is going to be under tremendous pressure, it's that under 23 Brazilian team.
Most definitely.
Based on what happened in this World Cup.
Definitely.
So can that young team handle that pressure?
Well, you will have 3 players over 23.
Hulk, Fred, and who?
No, my brother just now. Fred has resigned.
Okay, well,
right? And I
just checking.
I am personally letting the Brazil Federation know this is not a comic book side.
Okay.
Right? Forget Hulk, Fred, all of them. Fred, Flint, Stone, Hulk, that's out. We are dealing with a new. We have to go. We have to move on.
Right.
We have to move on, and we have to look to the young talent as you were speaking about. Neymar, yes. Coutinho, we know the young players. Marquinhos. So you have young players that we can invest in. But Lucas Moura, we have the talent, my brother, right? And as you said, there's a lot of pressure because everybody's going to be looking at Brazil performances, right? Because from now on, after Belo Horizonte, my brother, which was the worst licking any host nation in a semi-final, and this is not Mexico hosting the World Cup. This is not Korea and Japan. This is a 5-time champion getting a proper cocktail. As I told her, man, if a woman gave me that cocktail, I would have killed myself. Right? No, I'm just being honest with you. Right, my brother? It is important and imperative that Brazil put up a good show of not only hosting the Olympics, but also, I am telling you here now, God doesn't sleep. But what happened in Belo Horizonte, we are winning Olympic gold.
But you must say, before the Olympics, the Copa America to come. So you'll see how...
Oh, definitely. So we can gauge the team, bring in young...
Right, so the Copa America before the Olympics is a good gauge to see what...
Right, to see where... And the players, my brother, as you know, the 23 players that were selected in this World Cup, I am seeing a lot of them not being in the present Brazilian team. And when I say a lot, I'm taking out plenty.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Fred resigned, which we all know was on the cards. Personally, Fred resigned before the World Cup, but people didn't know that. Right?
So let's now move away from that debacle that took place in Brazil. The World Cup is over. And let's try to focus now on the winning team, the German team.
The German.
There was a reason why they won this tournament.
Definitely.
Or came close to winning it.
Well,
because prior to the World Cup, they was consistent.
Definitely.
Semis, and knock on the door.
2002 final, 2006 semis, 2010 semis, 2014 final, which they eventually won. And they didn't win a World Cup since 90. So Germany decided, listen, we are reaching to the bridge and we are not crossing it.
Right.
What is the plan to take us from point A to B? The Germans decided on a 10-year plan. Right, my brother, which dealt with scouting, talent scouts all over the country, primary schools, secondary schools,
youth teams, coaching development,
definitely,
you name it.
So, but what I would like to ask you, I would think, right, that private sectors would be involved because financing and being proactive and having a plan for the future. This model that we saw from Germany was a total team effort, my brother. It wasn't about no individual, but the German blueprint, their plan. What do you think? Can Trinidad and Tobago copy anything from Germany?
No, but definitely the youth development is very important.
So you start from the root. You inculcate it from the root.
5-6-year-olds being coached into the football of Trinidad and Tobago.
Definitely.
Of course, you must have qualified coaches.
Definitely. Because if you notice, a lot of the young players, they're not being taught the proper things. Technically. So when they grow up as young players, as we see in the college football,
bad habits,
they can't even trap the ball properly. Their football IQ is poor. You know, then you have to, when you're playing football, it's not only on the pitch, right?
It's board work.
It's very scientific too. Everybody has to, you know what I mean, your football IQ has to be high. You can't just go on the pitch and play.
What will help that is that if primary schools can have qualified coaches working same time as teachers, Monday to Friday.
Yes, definitely. Just not a PE teacher. You're talking about a qualified coach.
The school will have the PE teacher
who for the whole semester is around.
If other federations want to adopt that for their sport, fine. But for football, the federation should work in conjunction with the ministry and get qualified football coaches
very good plan,
in each school to work from the age of 5 up to about 12, 13 when they leave.
Who is going to accommodate that? Is it going to be each school or the governments are going to raise funds to get, because I believe if each school, you can't have one school doing it.
No. That's
so
why I said
be across the board.
The federation
right.
has to work in
the
conjunction.
Local domestic football federation you're speaking about, what JW was in charge of?
Has to work, not anymore, has to work in conjunction with the Ministry of Sport because of the schools.
Right.
And work together to get this plan.
Proper qualified coaches.
So local coaches, but therefore they have to be educated as well. Definitely. So the federation needs to have a plan in place with the coaches. Of course.
Definitely.
So C license, B license, A license coaches working in schools.
Because they are going to be coaching the future of Trinidad and Tobago.
Of course.
And if these guys don't get the right coaching, then our football will never develop. Right? So
that aspect of the German model, the youth development plan, is what I'm focusing on, because that is the way you're getting next back. The thing is with our planning in the last few years, we adopted a Dutch plan when Ben Hacker came in 06.
Right. So we don't carry through with the plan over a long time.
And then he left. Then Otto Pfister came with a German philosophy.
Right.
And now he's gone. And now we have heart. So we start stop.
Yeah,
we start stop. We need to stick with one coach, one plan for a period of time.
At one time when we had a little discussion, finances has always come up as a problem.
Well, finance has always been a problem with our local federation,
right,
but hopefully with women thinking of the help, things could change.
What I'm saying, get the governments, whoever involved, let them put all the money, let's have a plan. And we don't want no interruptions, we don't want no breakdowns. We have a plan, my brother, a 10-year plan. This is what we are doing, what we are inculcating to the young players. This is the model we are adapting. We cannot be Germany, right? But we have to be ourselves.
It will be difficult, but all plans go through growing pains.
Definitely.
Just need to stick it out.
Somebody saw these wives and girlfriends and said, all these girls were beautiful, Miss Universe's GQ business, right? Very sexy.
Right.
And what he asked me, and I'm asking you now, do you think we'll find that quality in Tobago? Because Germany and Tobago has a connection, that there are a lot of Germans with Tobago women and Tobago men with German women.
Pigeon Point Beach, come on, you name it.
All right, I'm just asking you, my brother.
Come on, Trinidad, bless you.
Trinidad has some of the most beautiful women. We are dealing with Tobago. We understand that, but there was a question put out there that everybody on the German team has crack-shot beautiful women. We know Trinidad and Tobago has a lot of beauty. And I can tell you, I have a lot of friends who have German wives and girlfriends.
That's fantastic.
Right? So you are saying, yes, we can find the level in Tobago.
Yeah.
Right?
Pigeon Point Beach.
But
Raj, you're going through some domestic issues, so should you get a Speedo and go Pigeon Point Beach?
No, but I'm a small guy. I'm not a Speedo guy, my brother. Right? I'm not another level. Basically, if a lady meets me, she'll realize my IQ is okay. I'm a gentlemanly kind of guy.
Right? Want IQ, boy.
Right? No, I'm saying, I know everything is matching money, people. But
basically, money you're looking for.
Ladies, I understand. We are getting a little interference. My brother on the outside, I'll call him Big S. Right? Big S is saying that the ladies are looking. There are a lot of foreign coaches out there who may be able to do a job for Brazil. But as we saw with Scolari in his team selection of his squad, to me, there was bias. Because if Fred and Joe is the two best strikers in Brazil, my brother, there is something wrong.
Well, I think Brazil has so much pride that they would never hire a foreign coach.
No, okay, well, basically. But I was just giving you two sides, how I look at it. I can give you my perspective, and what I'm saying. So I find some of the domestic Brazilian coaches are biased towards certain players they may have coached, or clubs who certain players played for that they coach. And that is the only problem I have with some of the Brazilian coaches. Please, people, we can't take on Scolari. So Brazil, at the end of the day, bringing a coach, I want to play Jogo Bonito. I know you say that is out the window, but that's where we want all our World Cups. Yes, it's a changing time. It's very scientific now, very tactical. Football is not the same 20, 30 years ago. Talent and playing beautiful football will not win you a World Cup.
Well, I wish you all go to that football because it don't make sense you're playing defensive and still get 7. So basically attack and get 7.
My brother, I understand that. We didn't have nobody to attack with. Mr. Nieghbors was out and the team evolved around him. I don't know who you're speaking about. I had the 2 worst strikers in the World Cup. And you know that. I told you I would bring them in the Pro League down here. And I'm telling you.
No.
So we're saying Fred can't score in the Pro League?
We don't want him in the Pro League here. Right?
But I'm asking you, can Fred score for Central or W Connection or Jablote?
No.
He cannot make those teams?
No.
My goodness. And he made Brazil? Well, then something is definitely wrong with Scolari or us. Right? So at the end of the day, I basically, the local coach and the foreign coach, you see that analogy or drawing anything towards that? I told you my opinion. The local coaches, to me, are very biased.
Right, folks, so you know, this is one of our last segments after the World Cup. We didn't get the subscribers that you wish for to prolong the show further.
But people, we love bringing this program to you all, and once you all support us and any other big sporting event, me and Faber will try to be here. Please, you all watch the program. Anybody wants to support, constructive criticism, we are always there. Look at the older videos, enjoy it. Me and Faber are leaving you all. We are always here. Anybody wants to sponsor the program, we are also here, people. Foreign, domestic, whoever. Faber is a young man who wants to be a coach. Eventually, I'm telling you, I'm putting my head on a block. I did it for Messi and got my head cut off. But I'm putting my head on a block. This young man is going to coach Trinidad Tobago one day. And basically, I think I should get married one day also. But at the end of the day, that we are signing off here, my brother. We hope
folks,
you all watch this last program. Enjoy it.
Nieghbors Talking Sports.
Nieghbors Talking Sports.
No, let me act it.
Oh my God. Wow. It's easy, no?
New legislation saying the Costa Rican team is dangerous and you call 3 or 4 might be able to restrain.
Your team depends on one.
Well, after